Hi, everyone. Hi, it's me, Darlene. I came back to have a little talk with you. Today, I'm going to talk about carrots, eggs, and coffee beans. And I know you're probably saying, what do those objects have in common? Well, years ago, I was told a story where these three objects were subjects in the story. And so I'm going to tell you about the story and how I'm going to link it to things that are going on currently and what we should be thinking about. So there's variations to the story. And so mine's may be a little different than what you're used to hearing if you've heard the story before. So it appears that one day a young lady came home from school and she met her mother in the kitchen. And her mother looked at her and saw that there was something bothering the child. And the mother said, "What's wrong?" And the daughter said, "Life in school is hard. Uh, it's the work is impossible. I just don't know how I'm going to make it." And the mother, with compassion in her eyes, she looked at her child and she smiled. And she went over to the stove and she filled 3 pots with water, and she placed them on the heat and brought them to a boil. And in the first pot, she placed some carrots. In the second pot, she placed some eggs. And in the third pot, she placed some coffee beans. And she continued to listen to what her daughter was talking about. And after the pots had come to a boil and she boiled them for the 20 minutes. She took the carrots out of the first and placed them in a plate. And she did the same with the eggs. She placed them on a plate. And the coffee she poured into a cup. And she looked at her daughter and she asked, "My daughter, what do you see?" And the daughter, with inquisitive eyes, looked at each item and she said, "I see carrots, I see eggs, and I see coffee." And the mother said, "Look closer." She said all three of these objects were exposed to the exact same forces of boiling water. She said the carrots went into the boiling water hard, and when taken out, they have become soft and weakened. She said the eggs went in the boiling water fragile, with a thin outer shell and a liquid inner part, and has come out hard. But she said the coffee is very unique. It's smaller than the other two items, but yet it has created change in its environment and was not changed by the forces. And so she said to her daughter, she said, "In life, things will happen to us and things will happen around us. But the most important thing is what happens inside of us." And I think that's what I want us to focus on today. What happens when you are exposed to stress? You're exposed to hardship. You're exposed to difficult times. And many of us, if we're honest, 2020 and now 2021 has been very stressful. Some people have lost jobs. Some people have lost their financial stability. Lots of people have lost their community, the fellowship that they had one with the another because of the fear of becoming sick. Um, but how have you responded to these changes? Have you been like the carrot? Um, when you went into 2020, you were very hard and thought that nothing was possible of breaking you, but now you've been softened and really broken? Or have you been like the eggs and you were so uh, carefree? Life was very easy, and now you've become hardened and despair has filled you. Well, what I hope is that all of us can just step back and look at how these food items were changed. And maybe um, we can dig down deep and we can see that inside of each of us is placed something that will help us to be stronger when we need to be, softer when we need to be. But most of all, inside of us is the potential to change what's going on around us, and to help make things and to make places better, to help make experiences for other people better. And what I found is that when I stop looking at myself and looking at how things are affecting me, but I start looking at what I can do to help others, then um, things look a little bit better to me. The world looks a little brighter. And that is one of the reasons why I've started these videos is it's a way of giving back. It's a way of saying, I'm glad I'm still here. I'm glad that I still have the ability to do and to enjoy. Um, and so I choose to be like that coffee bean, and I choose to create new circumstances and new experiences and to make people's life brighter and easier. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want, you can leave a comment. And if you're really interested in seeing what else I want to produce and to set forth for others to see, subscribe to the station. Next week, maybe on Thursday, I plan on starting a series on things to expect as far as when you're a new mom. What are some things that can help you during that first year or the first couple of years as you learn your new child? Um, Again, give it a thumbs up if you like this, write a comment, and subscribe to the station. If you will, share it with somebody. All right. Have a great day. Thank you.